It's typical, isn't it? As soon as I made the video that Fulham were on the brink of signing Tyreek George for £22 million with a heavy sell-on clause, we hear reports late last night that despite the deal sheet being in, Harry Wilson of Fulham decided to stay at Fulham and not transfer away. So that led to the collapse of Tyreek George. So Tyreek George will be staying at Chelsea for the season, and it has been confirmed that he will be part of the Champions League squad heading into this campaign. So what I've compiled here is a list of outgoings and the total transfer value of what we've made from sales, and the official incomings, the first team incomings. And then after some analysis, I'm going to give you a rating out of 10 and my honest opinion of this transfer window. I've heard a mixed range of opinions on social media. A lot of fans crying, saying it's one of the worst windows they've seen. Some people rating it a 2 or 3 out of 10. Some people think that it's an absolutely spectacular window and have given it an 8 out of 10. So I do want to hear what you guys think. So please do leave me your rating in the comment section below, and just a brief summary of your overall thoughts as we've obviously concluded this transfer window. But let's start off with sales. So heading into this window, one of my key goals and ambitions for Chelsea was to clear out a lot of the deadwoods. Now, I was realistic. I did say that we have a lot to get done in a short space of time. We've got the Club World Cup in between. That's going to make it very difficult because a lot of attention is going to be on short-term deals that we can make to help us and aid us and supplement us heading into that Club World Cup. So I knew that there was a very short period of time where we could clear out deadwood. So I wanted some deadwood gone, but I was also quite realistic. And to me, we've surpassed my expectations purely based on sales. So who have we sold this summer? The biggest names: Noni Madueke, 52 million; Nkunku, 36 million; João Felix, 43.5 million when you include the add-ons; Kiernan Dewsbury Hall, 29 million; Ugo Chukwu, 25 million; Petrovic, 25 million; Chukwuemeka, 24 million; Renato Vega, 25 million; Armando Broja, 20 million; Nicholas Jackson, 17 million when you include the obligation for next season if it does get triggered. And there are a few other names that weren't part of the first team that we made some money off. And a total value, when you combine all of those sales together, is £373.5 million. Now, that obviously excludes Tyreek George, and that would have taken it to just under 400 million. So for me, absolutely staggering. It's already been confirmed that Chelsea have broken the record for the record number of sales and profit it's made. So made over £300 million in sales, the most out of any Premier League club in history. So purely analysing the window based off on sales, for me, we surpassed my expectation for sales and we've cleared out a lot of the deadwoods. Now, you can say what you want about the incomings. I'm about to address that in a second. But to me, we've done very well when it comes to sales. And obviously Chelsea are notoriously known for clearing deadwood and getting the maximum amount for their deadwood as well. So for me, it's a 10 out of 10 when it comes to sales. Official incomings, first team incomings: Joao Pedro, Alejandro Garnacho, Jamie Gittins, Esteval Willian, Asugo, Jiro Hato, Liam Delap, and Facundo Buenanote. I've included Esteval and Asugo despite those deals being agreed prior to the summer. They are into the first team and they will be part of the squad, so you have to include that and factor that in. I will tell you the players that I rate. I will tell you the players that I think we could have done much better in terms of scouting and the players that we could have signed instead. João Pedro, my favourite signing out of the entire list. I was a massive fan. I know that wasn't documented on this channel. I wasn't recording back then, but I made it very clear to my social circle that João Pedro is very technically gifted and he absolutely is an upgrade on Nicholas Jackson and what we need at Chelsea. I had a lot of pushback. I had a lot of my friends and fans tell me that no, he's not a clinical finisher. We're going to have the same problems as Nicholas Jackson. That's very early into the season. We've only had 3 games. We've only had a few games in the Club World Cup. But he has been absolutely sensational. He has been sensational. And I know for a fact that he surpassed many of you guys' expectations as well. He's been phenomenal. And it's not just his goal scoring record so far. It's what he offers on the pitch. The ability to play across any position, his versatility, his ability to link up with the midfield. his passing ability, his range, his variety when it comes to finishing, his heading ability. So I'm very, very happy with the signing of Joao Pedro. Alejandro Garnacho, this is one that I dislike the most out of this list. I've never been a fan of Garnacho. I will say that once again here. I'm more than happy to be proven wrong, but I highly doubt it. He is not the profile that we need. Not very technical. Again, he's been nicknamed the Roadrunner. Yes, he has the pace. Yes, he has athleticism. My biggest problem with Garnacho, forget the off-the-pitch stuff, because I do have concerns and reservations off the pitch, but purely on the pitch, his IQ, his decision-making. I've watched him a lot at Manchester United. It's not something you can develop. I hear this phrase a lot from a lot of fans, not just Chelsea fans, fans all around the world. Oh, but you can improve your decision-making over time. You can't. It's purely based on intellect and IQ. You either have it or you don't. It's not something that you develop over time. Decision-making is based off of instinct. It's based off of seeing patterns. It's based off seeing what's going to happen, preempting certain situations and scenarios. You either have it or you don't. And I've seen enough of Garnacho to know concretely that this guy is not the guy. He doesn't have the IQ or the decision-making. He does have the pace. He does have the athleticism. He has scored some fantastic goals. I'm not denying that. But the consistency in decision-making is not what we need. What we need is killers up front. What we need is players that have a knack for scoring goals, that have the proven track record of scoring a sustainable amount of goals. Garnacho hasn't shown any of that. And yes, he's young, but as I said, it's not something that you can improve over time. And for me, 40 million, that could have been used much better elsewhere. Someone like a Xavi Simons, someone like a Kenan Yildiz, someone that I rate very highly. Another one, Jamie Gittins. Slightly better than Garnacho, but I have similar reservations with Jamie Gittins. From what I've seen of him at Dortmund, very explosive, very fast. Those are the positives I can associate with Jamie Gittins. Again, I question his decision-making. I question his IQ. I question his ability in terms of his first touch, his link-up play, his overall positioning. These are the stuff that I question about Jamie Gittins. To spend nearly 90 to 100 million pounds combined on Alejandro Garnacho and Jamie Gittins, for me, that money could have been allocated much better elsewhere. So I have massive reservations of both. And for me, I really hope that that money spent on both of them doesn't come to bite us up the arse. Esteval Willian. Esteval Willian, for me, is a superstar kid. This guy has got phenomenal potential. For me, the sky is the ceiling for him. There's absolutely no limits for Esteval. We've already seen in 3 games how he's already settling in. He's an 18-year-old kid. The goal that he scored against us in the Club World Cup, the records that he was breaking left, right and centre at Palmeiras. I've spoken to Palmeiras fans. One of my mates is Brazilian. He's a Palmeiras fan. And he was saying that he's the best player they've produced in the academy since Neymar, right? In the Brazilian network, not just in Palmeiras. But when Endrick went to Real Madrid and Esteval came to Chelsea, if you speak to any Palmeiras fan, they will tell you that Esteval has a high ceiling when it comes to both of them. And he is the best talent that Brazil have produced since Neymar. But you can see the flair, you can see the technique, you can see the ability, the way that he operates in between the lines, his striking ability, his passing range, his decision making. What I just mentioned about with Garnacho and Gittins, what Esteval has over both of them is the IQ, is the decision making, the intelligence. You look at the assist that he gave against West Ham. It's quick, it's instinct, it's purely based off decision making. That is a type of assist I don't see Garnacho or Gittins make. Esteval has the full package. And this guy can become what any player that he wants. He can play across the left. He can play in the number 10 position. He can play on the right. And yes, this is his debut season in the Premier League. And it will take time for him to bed in. But from what I've seen already, I'm completely sold on this guy. So, fantastic signing. And again, it was proven when Bayern Munich wanted him, when Paris Saint-Germain wanted him. But Chelsea got ahead for his signature. Dario Asugo is someone that I've not seen much. I saw him a little bit in the Club World Cup. I saw him in pre-season, and to be fair, he looked very, very good. Very athletic, box to box, great defensive attributes and characteristics, great going forwards, good technical ability, good passing range. Again, he's someone that will take time to bed in because it's his first Premier League season, very, very young. Same bracket as Esteval, signed prior. I don't expect too much this season. I'm not sure how much game time he'll get. He'll get some game time in the cup games. In the Premier League, unless we have an injury crisis in midfield, I don't see him getting much game time. But I do have high hopes for him in the future. A very, very tidy player. João Hato, same thing. Very happy with his signature. Can play at left centre-back, can play left-back. Great cover for Marc Cucurella. I had many major concerns with Marc Cucurella when it came to fitness, when it came to injuries. Cucurella is one of my favourite players in this team, but we don't have adequate cover. Now we have adequate cover. Bearing in mind he's only 19, 20, so it will take time. Again, his first Premier League season, but he can provide cover for Levi Colwill, who's ruled out for the rest of the season, and he can provide cover for Marc Cucurella, and I like his characteristics. Tall, can give us that aerial threat, good passing ability, left-footed, can bomb up and down, is versatile. For me, he ticks a lot of the boxes, and I'm very happy with João Hato. Liam Delap and Facundo Buonanotte. Facundo Buonanotte I've spoken about quite a few times recently, as we've only just signed him on loan. Again, it's risk-free. It's a loan deal. There's no transfer fee attached to it. Cole Palmer's currently injured. He's got Premier League experience. He's got the technical quality. He's a tidy little player, and I think he'd slot in nicely at Chelsea. I think that him being Argentinian helps with the link up with Alejandro Garnacho and Enzo Fernandez as well. But in terms of his pure traits and attributes, he does fit the mould. He's got the technical ability. He's great with both feet. He's left-footed. He can play number 10. He can play out wide as well. And again, it's a loan fee, so there's no risk attached to this. So very happy with him. Liam Delap, great. You know, he's an alternative to João Pedro. He's a different type of striker. He's more of a brute striker, more of a Diego Costa type mould. Brute force, aggression. Not as technical, but does have some technical ability. Great ball striking ability. He's an aerial threat. He can link up play. £30 million release clause. Very happy with Liam Delap, and let's see how he can develop. He's only 22 years of age as well. Unfortunate with the injury. But overall, with the incomings that we've had, I think we could definitely have got an upgrade on the left wing position. I feel like we could have done much better than Gittins and Garnacho. I feel like, I know we were imposed and sanctioned by UEFA, but I really wanted to see an upgrade on that centre-back position, especially with Levi Colwill's long-term injury. I wanted a top-class signing at centre-back. So for me, there could have been improvements there. But when you factor in the sales and how much money we've made from that and how much deadwood we've cleared, and the windows are still open in Turkey, the windows are still open in Saudi Arabia, so there might be time for Sterling and Disasi to source a move. Overall, I would give this window a 6.5 out of 10. I think it's more than enough to comfortably secure Champions League football and to go very deep in the Champions League, at least the quarterfinals, maybe even semi-finals, maybe even further, depending on the draw. Let's see what happens. But what do you guys think? What would you rate the transfer window out of 10? Leave me your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. Which signing is your favourite? Are you happy with the outgoings? Leave it all in the comment section below. Smash the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and I'll see all of you guys for my next video. Peace.